I'm Chris Lawrence with your headlines from North Texas. A young woman just lost her husband in a workplace accident. Angel Rojas was working at Westland Funeral Home when a burial vault collapsed and killed him. Kevin Reese sat down with his widow to hear how she and their son are coping.
This is the tribute video that played Sunday at the funeral for Angel Anthony Rojas. 24 hours later,
he was our foundation.
His widow Natalie wanted to ask this.
Why was he there alone?
Angel worked at Westland Funeral Home on Greenville Avenue. Part of his job, moving concrete burial vaults and lids to burial sites. Last Monday, a vault fell and pinned him to the ground. He used his cell phone to call for help. The second call went to his wife. It went to voicemail.
Scared. He told me he wanted to go home. He told me he loved me. He wanted to go home.
There's no way on earth this man should have been operating that machinery alone. He shouldn't have been working alone. He shouldn't have been moving things of that weight alone.
Attorneys representing the Rojas family accuse Westland of gross negligence, that it took more than 45 minutes for firefighters to lift the vault. He died that day at a hospital. In a written response, Westland tells WFAA, "We are saddened by the loss of our long-standing valued employee. We are cooperating with the authorities to determine the cause."
My husband was a smart worker. My husband knew the risk of a small error. My husband knew the precautions to everything he was doing. I don't know what happened. But whatever did happen, he should have never been there alone.
Angel Rojas was 24 years old. He took the cemetery job to provide for his wife and their young son, Angel Noel, who turns 4 next month.
As a hardworking father, Angel was amazing all around.
The Occupational Safety and Health Administration is investigating how and why he died and who is to blame. In Dallas, I'm Kevin Reese.
Dallas ISD is facing some disturbing allegations. The district just announced an interim principal is taking over Woodrow Wilson High School after parents say there was a closed-door meeting between the current principal and several students on campus. Luke Clary spoke to several upset parents who say the claims she made against their children are unacceptable.
I've heard from several parents today who are deeply concerned about what their high schoolers described to them, a meeting just for African American students. That's according to the kids who attended. They say Woodrow Wilson High School principal Chandra Hooper Barnett called a meeting of African American students only during advisory period. And according to multiple parents, she told them that they were the reason that the school has a B rating and not an A. Jennifer Bush heard it from her son, a sophomore.
She said that? I was like, that's what they said to you? I was like, I'm calling the school tomorrow.
She's one of many parents to tell me that they called and complained.
I thought it was extremely discriminatory and inflammatory to sit down a bunch of Black children and tell them that they're the reason why the school is in a bad light in their eyes.
And today, an email to parents from Woodrow Wilson announcing a new interim principal and acknowledging a, quote, recent incident occurred on our campus that does not reflect the values and expectations of our school community. No mention of Principal Hooper Barnett, but she also wrote an email to parents over the weekend to apologize, writing in part, quote, the decision to hold that meeting and subsequent discussions that transpired was not appropriate. I take full ownership and responsibility for what occurred, and I want to assure you that it was never my intent to single out or cause harm to any group of students. The email never explicitly said the exact circumstances of that meeting. Parents tell me they want more information on what happened and what was said.
There is a lot left to be desired. Like, I'm happy at the rapid response. I don't know how it was allowed to happen in the first place. I don't know how she felt comfortable enough to do that.
I reached out to both Dallas ISD and to Principal Hooper Barnett. No response from either so far, and no information right now on whether she faces any discipline or whether she could return to work. In Dallas, I'm Luke Clary.
Concerned neighbors are calling for change to fix what they're calling a dangerous road in Fort Worth. We've covered several crashes along a stretch of East Berry Street. Many have damaged homes and caused injuries. Brittany Costello spoke with another man who says something has to be done.
It's the same story, different week for Ricky Tatum.
Nothing's been done about it.
who has lived on East Berry in Fort Worth for more than 50 years.
Most of the vehicles that have been in the driveway have been totaled.
He's lost at least 4 cars over the years to drivers who he says go much faster than the posted 35-mile-per-hour speed limit. In the last 2 months, a car lost control and flipped through his neighbor's front yard. And farther west, a car crashed into someone's home, injuring a man who was in bed behind this damaged window. It's Tatum's worst fear.
That somebody's eventually going to get hurt or even killed. I mean, it's just pretty much a no-brainer.
The same thought that goes through his neighbor LaShawn Specs' head when he hears a loud noise.
They ran through here, they ran through this house.
It's such a problem, he has these bollards next to his gate to keep cars out. But it was another close call last week.
Employees at the Joe Food Mart right behind me say they saw a crash at this intersection of Village Creek and East Berry just last week. And a few days before that, another crash at the Family Dollar just down the street.
Fort Worth City Councilwoman Deborah Peoples says she's aware of the traffic concerns on East Berry.
I think it's incumbent upon me as the city council person to get the facts, to investigate, and then look for solutions. And certainly speed is a big problem, and we have been working with city staff on that.
Specs hopes for a solution, one that allows his son the chance to play outside in their yard without fear.
It's been ridiculous over here. Somebody need to do something.
A solution that seems simple for Tatum.
It's got to be speed bumps.
Peoples says she's looking into it. In Fort Worth, I'm Brittany Costello.
Well, the Dallas Mavericks just announced they're about to retire the jersey of a basketball legend. The team announced Mark Aguirre's number 24 will hang in the rafters starting next year. Aguirre's was the team's first ever #1 draft pick back in 1981. He was a 3-time All-Star, one of the franchise's top scorers before being traded to the Pistons. Still, despite so much success, he was a bit caught off guard by the news.
You're one of the great all-time Mavericks, and we want to honor you with a jersey retirement.
Thank you very much. Wow. Oh, man, it's a great moment. Wow. Wow.
The Mavs plan to retire his jersey on January 29th during the Mavs-Hornets game. Students were called in for what they thought was just another assembly at Bryant Elementary School. But as Tiffany Liu reports from Anna, it included a moment no one will ever forget.
I see Sawyer.
At Bryant Elementary School in Anna. Kindergarten through 3rd graders file into the cafeteria for a Monday afternoon assembly.
All right, are you guys ready?
Where one lucky kid is picked for a prize.
The student coming to spin the prize wheel is none other than... What time is it? Huh? 2:20. Okay. Sawyer Strahan! Come on up here!
And though it's convincingly random, Sawyer's name wasn't selected by chance.
Yay! Go, little buddy.
There's the spin. Where will it land?
Hiding in a side office, the best gift a 5-year-old could get.
I want you to look this way and see who's coming.
Right around the corner.
Mommy!
Right here.
I missed you too, buddy.
Deployed for 9 months to Qatar and Kuwait.
Oh, Mommy, you found me. I did find you.
Sergeant Kirsten Strahan with the Texas Army National Guard is home.
I gotta go home with Mommy right now.
And she got a second sweet hug from her niece.
I miss you too.
Sawyer knows his mom has been at work for what feels like a really long time. And at 5 years old, it can be hard to comprehend why.
Mommy. Yes, sir. I can't wait to come back for me. Of course, I always come back for you, love. Mommy always will come back for you.
One day, he'll understand. But all that matters today.
I miss you. I miss you too, buddy.
Mommy came home. In Anna, I'm Tiffany Liu.
Wow, couldn't be happier for her or Sawyer. You know, from long deployments to frequent moves, you can see why folks say military families also serve. And those are your headlines from North Texas.